Okay, everyone, I've got the microphone on, and hopefully I scared the heck out of all of you. Very good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where you are. And I'm turning the volume on so you can actually hear the volcano as well. And welcome, everyone. And I see we got people packing in real quick. We have a lively show happening right now. And let's see, going south, hey, from Greenland. Okay, welcome. Going south, let's see, also Frosty username, Juliana, and some other good people here. Juliana, I read your comment, and I will address your comment about the tsunami, but I won't do it just yet. Anyway, before we get going too far, I just want to remind everyone, please look at your chat box. If it says top chat or live chat, you are indeed watching the live stream as it is in progress. If it says top chat replay or live chat replay, that means that you are watching the replay, which has already ended. In other words, the stream has been recorded, and none of us in the chat are sitting there anymore watching. We're all now doing dishes and whatever else we need to do. But you are welcome to put comments in down below, just like any other regular video that you watch. And we will try to address those as we get to them. I've been very, very busy as of late. But just wanted to throw that out there for you. Anyway, I'm going to say hi to a whole bunch of people here. I see we've got lots and lots of people piling in. So Brandon Fisher is here. I got Frosty username Juliana we got already. Always gives great information. Yes, I'm trying to, Juliana. Kathy H. also here. Silicone Avatar. Sarah Jones. Robert Frary, let's see, Sarah Rockland also here, Kevin Haynes, Truth is back in the house, Birdie Num also here, Mona oh boy, Mona, welcome back. I knew one of these names was going to give me a hard time here. It's okay. Aaron Horton also here, as well as Annie and Betty, Cat 3, Judith Letson and Sherry Lawson. Welcome all you guys, glad to have you on board. Let's see who else is here. Going south, said hi from Greenland, which is really cool. Brendan Fisher also here. Roberto Siviero, and I'm not sure what that is. Anyway, I'll figure that out later, Roberto. I'm sure it's some kind of greeting thing. Epic Racing also in the house, as well as Judy McClellan, Liam, Darcy also here. Welcome back, Paul Boone, Craig Thor. Let's see who else. Colin Taylor, and let's see, Ez is also in the house. Who else popped in here? Jeff Burke. Good to see you guys. Kevin Haynes, let's see. And the number one guy that was in first was Colin Taylor today, so he gets the hero cookie. Anyway, guys and girls, I see they zoomed the camera back a little bit, and this is actually good because that will give you a lot more better perspective of what's going on. This is actually a vent on the side of that volcano. So it's probably what we call a parasitic vent, but because we had multiple vents there before, it could just be the other vent reopened and is now throwing out lava as well. I'm going to go back down to the bottom of the list here and see who else popped in. Russell Jr., Sandra Snyder, Duchess of Elements, Alexander Colho, hi again from Portugal, welcome. William Kershaw the third also here. I hear crickets. I don't have that file loaded up, but I'm gonna get it on the hotkey. I hear crickets, and I promise you that it's gonna happen. Grandma B also in here. Let's see, Jean popped in as well. Clark Hall, Evie is also here. Welcome back, Evie. Tom Winter, Sherry Hewitt, Epic Racing, I think I got you earlier, Dodger, Adele51, Brandon Fisher, welcome you guys, glad to have you in the house. Silicone Avatar, I think I might have mentioned you, I'm not sure, but anyway, welcome back. Sarah Jones also here, lots of good people popping back in, and I think I got most of the other ones that are in there. If I did miss you, I don't mean to be rude or anything. It just happens that sometimes we go a little too fast, too far, and we don't see everything. Anyway, yeah, this is a pretty awesome site today. And there were talks about, hey, why are these huge boulders coming out of here? And I was watching some of those on my breaks and so on, which is kind of interesting. Ellen Pappenberg, cool or hot, rather. Have to working lava. Yeah, it's pretty cool looking. It's hot stuff, but it's cool looking. Thunderstruck also on the channel, as well as Clumpy. Loot Mule popped in. Hey, good to have you back. And pronounce Alfano. Alfano. It's Italian. Helpful? Alfano? Mona Alfano. Okay. Thank you, Mona. And I'm sure it'll be good for now, but I'll do it again next time I call it out. It's just something, sometimes it just happens with the tongue is going the wrong way, you know? Claire also here, Harold G. Let's see, I got Loot Mule. A new vent is awesome. And I don't know if it's a new vent or if it's just one that was there before got uncovered or worked its way back through all that other lava that big vent was throwing out. That's kind of what I'm guessing. I think those other vents are still underneath there. They're just trying to get out. The big boy covered them up. And that's pretty awesome to see, though. And there is a lot of lava flowing right now. So I don't know if this new lava flow is going to go over top of everything. Yes, it's a new vent or newer vent. Well, like I said before, Nicholas, that was one of the locations of one of the existing vents before when we first watched it. So I'm thinking it might have been just covered up and re-percolated here because of the amount of pressure involved. There were things, people talking about a lot of big bangs and stuff like that. So we could have had some pressure heaves in there, and it could have created a new vent, parasitic vent, or reopen an old one. But regardless, it's beautiful. Okay, and I am really liking it. Sharon Price, Dr. Fox reports Spanish police closed car parks on the east side due to holes appearing. Oh boy, on the east side of the island. That is interesting, Sharon Price. Thank you for that little tidbit. Let's see, Loot Mule, Dr. Fox, the new vent just opened today. Yes, it seems like that's what they were saying. Yeah, if we go back to some of the original footage, you may be kind of wondering when, and I'm going to try to dig that up after I go on my first break. And I did have that footage, or a little bit of it, and I'm not 100% sure if it showed it, but when the camera angle was on from the other side, you could see those puffs of black smoke coming out of there, and that would have been right in that area. So that could have been, you know, the precursor to what's happening now. So we don't know. That's the Santa Cruz side. Yeah, over on the east side of the island. Truth, yes, where the holes are. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens. Hopefully nobody's car is going to sink out of sight. Anyway, I wanted to address what Juliana had asked about earlier, and the big thing that everybody is asking about is, will there be a tsunami in the system or coming over? And you know, like we said and talked about yesterday and the day before, the likelihood of a tsunami happening is a couple million to one, if not more. I'm not sure. I'm not even going to try to guesstimate, but it's a very, very remote chance that that will happen. So as far as I know, some of the media really loves the idea of blowing that out of proportion and making it sound like a major, major catastrophe is going to happen. We can't rule it out, but the likelihood of it happening is minimal, okay? A very, very small chance. As I used that analogy yesterday, it's like, yeah, what Truth said, it's fear-mongering, fear-mongerers. And what it is like me saying, okay, a jet plane is going to crash in your house, okay? It could, but the likelihood of it happening is very, very slim. So that's something to keep in mind, and hopefully, you know, that you can rest a little bit more self-assured that you know, it's not necessarily going to go off right away. It may take millions of years. It's the same thing as them saying Iceland is going to slide back into the Atlantic. You know, it's going to fall off of its big pier and slide back into the Atlantic. The chances of that happening are very, very small. So the same kind of goes for this scenario, and we do have to look at this in that respect. Now, I'm not saying that it cannot happen, okay? It can, but the likelihood of it happening is very, very small. Grandma B asks, do you know if La Palma lava is the same type of lava as the Icelandic lava? And from reports, the answer is no. It's not quite the same type of lava. One of the things is this lava is a little bit cooler coming out. In Iceland, from our Geldingadarlar area there, that volcano, the lava temperature is about 1200 C, whereas this lava is slightly cooler. It's coming out about 1100 C, which does make a big difference. One of the other things that you will see coming out of this lava are very large boulders, and that is also something very, very interesting. Let's see, Duchess of Elements, if it does, I heard New York will get hit. Yeah, Duchess of Elements, the entire eastern seaboard would get hit. Florida would be underwater. Much of Carolinas and New York and even up into Canada, okay? And it may even affect areas of Iceland and Greenland and up there, if it happened. But we don't know if it's going to happen. Excuse me for a minute, I have to clear my throat. Yeah, I'm talking a little fast, and yeah, Hawaii would be okay because that is in the Pacific Ocean. It's not on the same side of the planet, so different ocean altogether. But I'm not going to be one of those fear mongerers to try to instill fear. I don't want to have a headline saying, you know, tsunami imminent and everybody's going to die. You know, we want to stick to a little bit more truthful amount of material coming out to try to help people out with what's actually going on and being realistic. You know, let's do what we can and try to be as realistic about things as possible. So a lot more people popped in. Let's see, Leonard L. And I'm gonna be it's Tony L. Rakena. I hope I said that right. Tony L, welcome. Glad to have you on board the stream, and very good of you to pop in. I'm DrFox2000, your host. I'm actually located here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and I'm about 7,000 kilometers away from that beautiful volcano that we're watching on the screen right now, and about 5,000 kilometers away from the one in Iceland that I did have a chance to go visit. So glad to have you on board, Tony, and real honor and pleasure. So by all means, enjoy the chat group. There are a bunch of very, very good people here, and we like what's going on. And let's see, Johannes also in here. Aloha from the Faroe Islands, I am assuming. And Johannes, welcome. So we've got people from all over the world in here, which is really, really good. And that's one of the things about the stream that I really, really enjoy. We usually get people from, we had Edith NZ from New Zealand. We've got lots of people from Australia. Dinkle Storm Chaser, I believe, was from Holland. And we have many people in England and Germany and you name it. Ellen is from Kitchener, Ontario, as an example. And I'm not sure where Sinho is from. Sinho, por favor, Anglais, yeah, please. English, please. If we can keep it all in the same language, it would be great right now. Thank you. And Rocktopus, the global Dr. Fox, you betcha. That's the one who I pinned up there yesterday. So yes, and I did that to get a bunch more people to actually come and watch what you had up there, Tony. And I thought it was very, very good material, and that was exactly why I did it. Now, I didn't show any of your material. I just pinned it up there and said, hey, this is worthy of watching. So pretty cool and pretty awesome. Okay, my throat is not doing so well yet. I'm still working on recovering from my cold here, guys. So it is one of those things. You'll have to bear with me. Throat is bad. Hang on. Okay, microphone back on, and Tony Nagy says hot or tea, honey. Yeah, honey tea, absolutely. That's something that I need to work on the throat. Crumble is leaving, says, gotta sleep, guys. Good night, Crumble. You take care and have a good, pleasant sleep. Have lavely dreams, please. Lavely dreams. Those are always good. Anyway, I'm going to take you away from this for a minute or two, and we're going to go visit our other volcano over in Iceland. The Faroes are built on basalts, but they have been eons since we have had any volcanic activity. But We know how that goes, Johannes. Anything is possible. Faroe Islands, a lot of the islands out there are volcanic based, so pretty awesome, pretty cool. And I've never been there. It would be a thing that I would put on my to-do list. Dr. Fox, did you see the sonic explosion today? No, I did not. Do you know roughly when there is a few videos showing it? I didn't. I was working all day, so I didn't get a chance to see anything. Unfortunately, truth. I may try to locate something during the break, but I did want to kind of do a little bit of time travel here. Hang on. I wanted to go back to when they were showing this from a little bit further back, when this whole thing first started smoking. So earlier, if that'll get back there. Okay, on the screen, so you can kind of notice that we did have the smoke billowing out down at the bottom there, and I will use the crayons here to kind of show it. Whoa, hey, why'd that not work? Oh my God, somebody messed with my crayons. Okay, is that working? No, still not. I gotta get a new box. All right, new box of crayons coming up, and get the right color. Mellow yellow. Okay, there we go. Thick lines. Okay, that'll work. So you can see it right in there. And you can also see a lot of material here. One of the things I want to point out is you see a lot of these spots that are here. If you watch some of this ejecta coming down, the physical size of that ejecta those are large pieces. We're not talking little tiny specks. It is absolutely huge chunks coming down there, and when they're hitting with quite some force. Okay, so that's something that you have to kind of take into consideration when you're seeing this. It's like a bombing range. You wouldn't want to be there, and of course you can see that down on the bottom here in that area when they do hit, and that's a lot of material and a lot of force. Harmonic tremors are still going down in Iceland. Yeah, I noticed that on the chart. Anyway, I wanted to move this ahead a little bit so we can see a little bit more of when it was throwing more stuff out. And I think I will actually get the other scribble off the screen there. And I think that's this one. There we go. Because that shot was a little lower. Now you can see, again, you can see where that started opening up. And this thing is building itself a really nice big cone. And its vent area is over there on the other side. And then it goes around like that, right? So it's starting to really build up that cone, but we also see this little guy here, and I'm assuming, you know, if it keeps doing what it's doing, and right now we don't see it splashing out of there, out of here, it's basically flowing out, right? Whereas up top here, we're getting that ejecta, and you can see some of those pieces still falling down if you're watching in this area. And of course, like I say, the bombing range, it's doing a heck of a job. So pretty awesome to see that. Dr. Fox and all. Okay, Glenn Fry. Okay, welcome. Yvonne Dix. This was when the sonic booms were happening a lot, right around these times. And I can well imagine that it would have done some pretty nasty stuff. Yeah, now you can start to see some of that lava flowing and in there. And we had actually two little vents there, but that number 2 here didn't take off so well, and this was number 1. Number 2 kind of stayed stagnant. So I'm wondering if one of those sonic booms maybe jolted it shut again, or partially. Truth, the world is dangerous as a vid of, okay. World is dangerous, has a vid of the sonic boom. All right, I will try to look that up later. And anyway, I did notice both of those holes there, so that's pretty cool, pretty interesting. And if we move up a little bit, you can see both of them here. And they did flow a good amount. And of course, that guy there slowed down a whole bunch. But this guy didn't. He kept on going. He's a happy guy and a lavely guy, right? So that's kind of what's happening. Look at that poor tree. I never even noticed that before. But yeah, that tree looks like it got shredded, eaten. It's those lava bombs coming down, guys. Anyway, it does look pretty awesome coming off of there. And if we move ahead a little bit more, we can see, yeah, it is starting to throw some ejecta out. And as you notice, this guy here is slowing down a bunch. But this is definitely increasing. And the spatter or splatter, it will build itself a little side cone on the edge here. And of course, if we go back to a little further down the road, let's see, yeah. So that shows you a little bit more of what's going on there. And how it's cooking in its pot, and it really is dumping out a lot of material. What you can watch out for here is look at these, the big dark chunk, that's a rock, okay? There were a lot of big, large rocks just being washed down into that stream. And then all of a sudden what would happen is, because those rocks were kind of blocking that thin stream, you would get an onset of lava sitting behind it, and then all of a sudden it would build up and get a lot wider and then move everything forward. So if we go ahead just a little bit here in time, we may get a couple more minutes ahead. Okay, so now we see that rock very, very much so sitting there. And I think it was that one that I watched move through earlier. And again, when we're looking at that, that is not a small rock, you guys. If you take a look at this tree as an example, okay, that tree, I don't know, I'm not going to guess how tall it is, but I can guarantee you that's at least 5 or 6 meters tall. Okay, so if that's 5 or 6 meters, we got at least 3 or 4 meters, if not more, of a rock here, and this thing looks like it's kind of big. And if that goes into that little path here, it's going to kind of block things up, and we're going to get a lot of flow behind it, pushing it. And I'm actually going to leave it on this and let it happen, because I think it was this one that I seen. Tree is in the foreground. Yes, the tree is just on the edge of that lava flow. And you see, I don't know how close it is. And again, it is so difficult for us to place judgment here, because we don't have a ruler out there, right? And nobody's going to run out there and put a measuring stick out there for us, unfortunately. And you know, I wish somebody would, but not going to happen. It's not like having somebody running up there and literally standing on the edge of the cone watching, especially on this one. I would not recommend it whatsoever. And you know, not like what they did with Ragnar. This would be absolute suicide, and I don't want to see any of that happening. 3 more communities that were evacuated because of this new area. Sandy Bird, I don't know. I didn't hear what happened yet as far as that, and hopefully hopefully nobody is hurt. Hopefully that, oh, things just stopped on me here for a second. Anyway, I want to see if we can see that rock move. I'm going to push it ahead a little bit. And, oh, they changed the angle, so we couldn't see it. Let me see if I can get that back. We'll go back a few seconds and see if we can see it actually moving. Oh yeah. Yeah, if you watch in the stream, you can see, oh, there's some big chunks going down. I'm going to back it up a little bit more. Oh, okay. Yeah, there it goes. That's what I wanted to show you. Okay, you see, there, the whole thing is going down the hill. And look at that. That's just big, huge chunks of rock pushing, and it's actually, because there's so much of it, it's creating a side path. And look at it just dump out of there. And those are gigantic boulders, okay? You know, those are, yeah, the size of cars, if not bigger. And it's pushing that down. And you see, of course, all that dust and everything else. So it's different material inside that rock as that rock is breaking up somewhat. And there's more following right behind it. So, yeah, it's pretty awesome. And then, of course, Mother Nature basically uses that lava to wash it down. But you can see more and more and more coming, you know, as they're following down here. They're tumbling down in the big path, and pretty weird and wild to see. Very, very cool looking. And, you know, like I say, this is large chunks of rock that are going down there. And, you know, they're definitely not little cinders. These things are massive. Yeah, it is. It's awesomely wild to see that. So it's kind of neat. I mean, really, how often do you get to see that kind of thing going down a hill, and Mother Nature moving those? On that video, World Dangerous is really great. He also has footage when it all started. Okay, Truth, thanks. I will like I say, I'll try to have a look, and we'll go from there. Anyway, I did want to kind of cover those rocks there real quick, because that was something that really stuck out when I was watching it, and I'm going, holy mackerel, you got to be kidding. You know, those are the size of a small house going down down the hill. Now, we did witness a lot of that stuff happening over at Fagradalsfjall, our Icelandic volcano as well, where we seen those big chunks the size of a 3-story apartment block sliding along and tumbling down the hill and breaking up. You know, that was pure lava that had cooled and dried a little bit, whereas this is coming out of the volcano itself and pushing through. Now, one of the things that we have to consider is when those big chunks are coming up, where's it coming out of? And is it actually creating a hollow or cauldron underneath there in a certain area? And this is something to keep in mind, because once you remove that mass, it has to leave a hole or an empty void behind it. And of course that will fill up with lava or magma down below till it gets up top. Of course, then it becomes lava. But yeah, it does fill it up with that material. And you know, you can see more of those larger chunks flowing through and going down. By the way, is the volume okay, guys? You guys are hearing it? I'm just wondering about the volcano, the background noise here of the volcano. Are you hearing that okay on the stream today? Yes, Kraken says yes, perfect. Everybody says perfect. Okay, and just to let you know, what you're actually hearing is not this little guy down on the bottom here. What you're hearing is the stuff that is up top in the big cone, just so you know. And here comes another one of these big rocks, and this guy is going to move here, and this is pretty wild to see that, you know, and that is man, that's huge. That's bigger than a small bus as far as the physical size of it. And that's going to go down the hill, and it's going to get crunched up and munched up and break into a few pieces, but a lot of it is still going to be going down as a big lump. And I did see that go down as well earlier, and kind of cool to see. I kept an eye on this guy over here, and like I said, he almost slowed down. I don't know, you know, what happened to that particular port, or if something blocked it off. Maybe a boulder that size got in front of the little hole in the back and partially plugged it. You know, we don't know what really happens inside there, and it's so hard to tell, but we sure do like looking at it. Anyway, guys and girls, I'm looking at the clock. It is 36 minutes into the stream already, and please do enjoy what you're seeing. And it was clogged. Okay, if it's clogged, then that's what will happen. Anyway, I'm going to be in the background here. We'll let that rock kind of push through and tumble. And once that happens, I will advance the thing again a little bit more. But I am going to have to go take that break. Anyway, if you're enjoying the Lavally stream, please hit that like button, you guys. I would really, really appreciate if you could do that. That would be awesome support. I don't ask for anything else. You know, I don't ask for, well, there goes that rock. It's a going. A big chunk going down the hill. Anyway, yeah, if you can hit that like button, I'd really, really be appreciated, or would really appreciate it. Okay, as well as if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing that. And how come we got aliens in front of us? Oh my God, those aliens get everywhere. They try to light us up. Oh my God. Okay, anyway, I'm sure that alien will move eventually. We can always move ahead another 10 or 20 seconds or something and get rid of the problem. Never mind, he left. Okay, so all good. I'm going to take that little bit of a break, you guys. And I will put you back to live, though, right now. And we will go back to looking at the older footage here in a little bit. But after the break, we'll take a trip back to Iceland and have a look there. So please stick around, and hopefully you guys can do your thing. And if you haven't hit that like button yet, please consider doing that, right? Also, if you, well, I think I already said, if you haven't subscribed, do that and hit that bell, because that's important. Today I did start a little bit earlier, and I just couldn't wait. I had to get this going, so it was pretty awesome to see. Anyway, I'm your host, DrFox2000. I will be back in about 5 minutes. Don't go away. Keep smiling. But I have to say this. Hi, Daryl. I seen you sneak in there. Okay, guys and girls, I turn the microphone back on. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and we are watching our Volcano Eruptions live stream. And well, glad to see everybody still here. We got actually more people in here now. 229 of you good lava lovers, and glad to have you all on board. I see a few more people popped in here. Sandra Rockland, don't know if you said hi earlier. I see you there. Henrietta also back in the channel. Tony Nagy also popped in. Susanna P. Louise. Maui Me is here. Truth, I did go watch a little bit of that video. And yes, those shockwaves are definitely visible. And that's some awesome footage. I didn't watch all of it, but I will take another look later. I see Kraken is back as well. DJ's in the house. Let's see, who else did I miss? Rusty Bolts. What is it? Ascendor 81 also here. Onefish 26 also back in the house. So good to have you guys here. Sony Brittle, welcome. And let's see, Ada. Erickson, Ada, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Ellis Wright, welcome. Rebecca Patterson also here. Laura Rennie, welcome you guys. Did I miss anyone? I don't know. If I did miss your name, don't be afraid or don't be offended or anything. Some of them I just don't happen to catch sometime, like Barbarian or Michelle or somebody like that, or Ripper. Just don't want you guys being ticked off, or like APF Deluxe, and, you know, all good people. Adam Wood in there as well. So really, really good. Grandma B, I don't know if I mentioned, yeah, I think I did. But I did notice Daryl Spurlock, of course. When I see that guy come in, you know, it's kind of an ongoing funny. But, and, you know, Daryl's a great guy. So I really, really do have to, you know, kind of have a little bit of fun with it. Diane Craig also here. So good to see you guys. Let's see, did I miss anyone? Just going to see if I see a few more. Yeah, I got Susanna. Okay, popular, but what? Contrary to popular belief, you can actually drink lava, but only once. Yeah, I would not be doing that too much, Colin. Dr. Fox, if you can go back to when the new vent formed, you'll see some of the shock waves. And yeah, I may do that, but before we do that, I wanted to pop back over to Iceland, because that was, of course, one of those things. We didn't have too much to look at over there because it is dark. And of course, here's our berm cam, and I'm going to try to actually back that up a little bit so we can actually see if we had anything good happen during the day there. And it still looks pretty normal. The berm, of course, is oh, hang on, I wanted to keep that going. The berm, I'm trying to do things in the wrong places here. Okay, get that working. Okay, so berm is over here. We still don't see any lava encroaching on it. That doesn't mean that it's not going to happen, though. What else is there? I wanted to mention all the other views. This one here, of course, again, very, very dark. You can't see what's going on, so if we slide back a little bit to during the day, or at least earlier, we can see some of the activity that went on. And it wasn't a heck of a lot that was really happening there. We do see still a lot of smoke coming from the volcano, which to me is always a good sign. That means there is something happening. One of the things that people were bringing up quite a bit was that there was, hey, Siggy is in the house. Hey, good evening, Siggy. Glad to have you here. and this is actually Siggy's volcano. So Siggy's volcano, the lava workers are actually down getting suntans during the day and working hard with the other one down there in La Palma, and of course they're not working up here right now. So one of the things that people have been talking about, though, is they're saying that they're seeing lava flow, and there is still lava flowing to a degree as things push forward and settle and move. And I want to get on the right page. If we go and you see these glowing spots here, and by the way, Siggy, can you identify that object on the screen? I really have a hard time understanding what that is. That's got to be something Icelandic, and we seen more of those earlier. If we go, oh darn, the thing just changed on me. Anyway, we'll go over to a different picture here, and unfortunately there won't be any of those there, but yeah, they're trying to sneak up there. Anyway, here's kind of a good shot. You can see what I was referring to. We still see lava, and what's happening is the crust is cooling and cracking, and it opens up, and then all of a sudden it exposes areas that you can see. So this is pretty neat, and of course that's what gives us our glow at nighttime. And you know, that could actually in fact be a lava worker just sleeping there. We're really not sure, but anyway, I just figured I'd throw that in. Also, the big news of today, and I was hit with multiple people sending me that, and that is this particular shot. It's not exactly the shot that everybody else sent me, but this is the same place, and we all know where that is, but I will point that out on our 3D map just so you get an idea. But this is the berm, and I'm going to try to get my crayons working on here as well. The berm along here, when I was here, you had to walk down quite a ways to get down to the lava. And now you see we got mounds of lava sitting right in front, and of course it's breached the area. And this here is basically a danger, a good sign of, you know, if we get another big push, it's gonna push more material over that berm, and I don't even think there was ever a thought of a breach there. Siggy, you're absolutely right. You know, myself, I thought it was going to continue down the way. And like I said, when I was there, the depth to get down to the lava from this post down was at least 30 to 40 meters down the hill. So that is a lot of lava sitting there, a lot of lava. And that is, okay, Dr. Fox, is this the last wall? No, wow, this one is the one that's going into Nathagi Creeky, if I said it correctly. And let me see if I can get the 3D map on there, and that will kind of help you a little bit understand where it's at as soon as I get my thing on there. Okay, so if we pull the map down, come on, why aren't you going down? Maybe zoom in and pull it down. All right, what's going on? Why is the map? Oh, I'm using the wrong stick to move it. Okay, and again, why am I not able to do that? Anyway, I'm going to zoom out a little bit here just to. Okay, so here's our Ragnar, and this is Geldingadalur, the valley, and Theater Hill, Ant Hill, and Nadhagi here. So, and the flow, of course, is coming down the hill here. And the big berm that everybody thought was going to end up getting breached was this area that is up top here. And this is where we suspected that it would come over somewhere around here, just before this little bit of a bend. And that's where most of us thought it was going to happen, right? But it didn't. So it's kind of weird, but if I get this on the right angle here, we can see what's going on. All right, having movement trouble today. There we go. Okay, so as it comes down the hill, and like I said, even in this shot here, you can actually see that this is quite a distance down. And when I was saying 30 to 40 meters, I'm not kidding, okay? And that is now up to here with lava. So, and that actually spilled over on this end. So if we turn this guy, if I do it carefully, yeah, and zoom in a little bit more, maybe too close there. So that lava has built up here and gone over on this side. So that, I mean, it's not a lot of it, but man, for it to have built up so much right here on this corner, that is just tremendous. Yeah, that's on the power plant side. Actually, this one is more of a danger to, well, either the power plant or Grindavik. Okay, you know, if it kept on going down there, it would eventually get there in 10 or 20 or 30 days or years, depending on if it's flowing, right? And again, right now what's happening is the residual flow that we're getting is just the equilibrium of everything settling and flowing out of Geldingadarlar till it levels out and calms itself down. If we don't get any further eruptions, we won't see any more push, or not that much. We will see something, right? But that's kind of what it is. If I back that out a little bit more, then you can kind of get the idea of what we were talking about. And so big berm up top here, Geldingadarlar here, and that is the kind of the elbow where it's overflowed, and of course that's Nadhagi here. So that kind of lets you know where it's at. I want to take you back though to our lovely lava so we can see what's going on the stream. Yeah, and what Siggy just mentioned there, he says, well, there is not really a danger to the power plant, and Grindavik is safe unless this goes for years. And that's the whole thing. There's still a lot of hills for it to overcome. There are a lot of places where they can easily build berms to try to redirect it or hold it back for a while. There's a lot of things that they can still do there, and I'm not too panicky on you know, things getting overrun. And again, we want to keep the hype and you know, try not to over exaggerate or be fear mongering in that sense. So. How long till it reaches the sea? That depends on which one we're talking about, Super Dad. Okay, two very large valleys and a large ridge that it would have to overrun. No real damage. Yeah, that would be about it. In Iceland, yeah, right now, Super Dad, the problem that we have is because the volcano is not erupting, it is right now it's basically a stale shot. So we really don't know if it will ever reach the sea. If it doesn't come back to life, this is it. This is as far as it goes. If it does come back to life, we can, expect it to do something eventually. But right now, it would really, really be kind of poor judgment to try to pin a date on it if it's not erupting. And that makes it actually very, difficult for anyone. But tsunami, 3 and 400, might hit Brazil. What? Wow. Come on, Siggy. That's just a little tsunami. Where are you getting that tsunami from? If it goes, that would actually hit Europe, wouldn't it? If it went in the water there, I think I'd be more afraid if I was in Ireland or Scotland or someplace. Okay. There was little excitement. The tsunami would dampen the explosions. Okay, and I got a phone ringing, so I don't know why it's ringing. Probably trying to telephone solicit me. I know you were kidding, Siggy. Not a problem. Let me go answer that phone. On second thought, let's not answer that phone because it stopped ringing. All good. It was a whole new thing, La Palma thing. Yeah, La Palma is, and this is the thing about the fear mongering that I try to downplay. Yes, it is very, very nice to see things happening and to think, oh, we're going to see something fantastic. But when we're talking, massive tsunamis that are going across the ocean, and the whole island's sliding into the Atlantic, I find that a little bit hard to get my head around. And I think people are over exaggerating. I'm not ever going to say no, it can't ever happen, but the chances are slim and remote. Like I said before, the tsunami coming off of La Palma, that is one of those things. It's done. Like you're probably better off buying a lottery ticket. Okay, I don't know if that makes a lot of sense. Chances are better to win the lottery, and that lottery ticket is millions and millions to one. Jello Squat, shaking my head. Oh, there goes that phone. I am on call, by the way. Hang on. Oh, fun, 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 fun. And no, that was not lots of fun on that phone call. And no, I'm not going out tonight, but my weekend is a shambles. Oh, oh, apparently I'm going to have 4 calls tomorrow in Red Deer and 2 on Sunday. And hopefully I won't get any other calls. So as far as tomorrow, looks like we may have a late stream tomorrow, and Sunday may be a late stream as well. So probably starting 4:30 or 5 p.m. my time, just to kind of let you guys know. Yeah, Miss Lobo Bob says, no, not Red Deer. Yes, Red Deer. I have to go to Red Deer. And yeah, it's the Red Deer. That's not Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but the Red Deer. And anyway, still, what the heck was I going to do? Okay, I was actually going to take my break right about now, but I will, and I do need to do that. Because Piggy just got back here, and if she sees that I'm going over a half an hour, she's going to bop me, and I have to be careful of that. So she's got a mean bite. She's an ankle biter or something. And anyway, you guys, so it'll be interesting tomorrow. I'm going to see if I can turn my volume back up here for the stream. I see it got quieter for some reason, and it might have been me turning things down. And let's see, we'll turn that volume back up, and hopefully that'll be good for you guys. And I'm gonna go take that break, so please keep smiling, don't go away. And boy, oh boy. That's really hard to try to. That's a long name. Dr. Fox, how many 3Ms are coming out of the Spanish volcano? How many vents is what you're wondering? At present, or how many cubic meters? That's something I am not aware of, because it went up and down. I'm not even going to guess how many cubic meters are coming out. If anybody seen that information today, that would be really, really interesting or nice to know. So if anybody's got that, how many cubic meters are coming out, would be really cool to be able to see. So anyway, I'm going to take that break. Mort from Denmark. Okay, that's easier. Morton. No worries, Morton. And yeah, unfortunately, I don't know. Brutal Avenger is saying 11, and I don't think that number is quite right. That looks like a lot more than 11 coming out of there. We'll find out though. And Olden Bones is using his crystal ball and asking the bacon pharaoh ferret. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to take that break. Guys, keep smiling. And yeah, I said before, don't throw lava at each other, but don't get too close to this thing. You're going to burn up. I will be back in a few minutes. Keep smiling, and all the best, and don't go away. Okay, guys and girls, I turned the microphone back on. I hope I didn't come in too hard and fast there to scare anyone. I didn't want to do that. And I see a few more people popped in. Tim Buckingham, James Bong, Rodrigo. Is it Rodrigo? Oh my God, I'm having a hard time, Mr. Lima. Anyway, some of the names just throwing me for a loop tonight. So welcome anyway. Glad to have you on board. Jason Slater, I think I got you earlier there. Who else did I miss? Banana Puss, welcome. And let's see. Kunkel is in the house. And I got Old Bones earlier. Dean DeBerry, welcome. And let's see who else snuck in that I missed. Storm Chasers here. Welcome back. Let's see, Brutal Avenger, if I didn't see your name earlier, as well as Rebecca Patterson. Welcome, you guys. And I think I got Don Arnold, Jules, what is it? JWG. Certainly looks more active tonight. It does. And we can see a lot more action happening there. Gordon B also here. It's a technical term, by the way. Okay, if there's a technical term, I'm not sure what that technical term was, but I'm sure I'll figure that out. Okay, who else? No, I guess. Grono back as well. Jan Binch, welcome, or sorry, Jane Binch, my apologies. Let's see, who else did I miss here? Clumpy, I don't know if I said hi to you, but welcome back. Miss Lobo Bob also here. So yeah, there's a few of you in here. If I did not mention your name, like Lava to Go or somebody like that, don't be offended. I try to say hi to as many people as I can in here. And after all, it is you guys that really do make the stream. So it's kind of that way. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have a stream. But, you know, we really do enjoy what's on that screen right now. And of course, this is our wonderful Cumbre, is it Cumbre or Cumbre? Vieja, that's it, Cumbre Vieja, volcano out on La Palma. And somebody mentioned that, yes, it's destroying a lot of homes. And exactly, this is one of the things about it. It's already done a little bit more than it should have. It's already, I think it ruined somewhere over 450 homes already. You know, homes, acreages, businesses. And it is unfortunate. Kirsty Reynolds, aka Sugar Mama. Am I blocked? No, you shouldn't be blocked, Kirsty. Why? Is there something wrong with your other name? Kirsty Reynolds should be working just fine. Let's see. Let me take a quick peek. It'll take me a minute or two here to see, because there's a lot in there that I have to look at. But hang on, settings, community, and I know we got a lot of bad guys in there, but I don't believe you were. I don't think you ever did anything to get blocked. Going through here, don't see. I'm just checking, Kirsty. I really don't believe you are. Going through. No, definitely. Oh, hang on, show 81 more. Okay, I'm going to look at 81 more. Let's see. Just going through the list real quick. A lot of them are those other spammers, and we won't even talk about them. Just looking through the list there, Kirsty. Just hang in there. No, definitely not. So if there's an issue, I don't know what's going on. Thendis Nye, late stream tomorrow. Better bring us back some ice cream. Oh, you want red deer ice cream? Uh-oh, that's not what I want to hear. Hang on, guys. Okay, well, that kind of fixed something up there. Let's see. All right, so apparently the red deer calls, somebody else is going to do them, so the Calgary guys are going to get to do them. Yay! I won't have to go to red deer. Anyway, okay, so I'm trying to get back here. Okay, but I am still going to go do the other two calls, so I still may end up having to get ice cream for everyone. Thendis Nye, thank you very much for that super chat. That was awesome. And hopefully this will allow me. And I had plans of doing all my shipping tomorrow. And that's kind of, I thought, man, this is going to kibosh everything. And so I'm going to work on that. I do have the two calls that I got to do. Those are going to be first thing in the morning. And so I will probably be done with those before noon anyway. That will still give me a little bit of a room to deal with things. And then we will try to do the stream at 2 p.m. tomorrow, if all goes well. Okay, and then I don't have any on Sunday, so I'm going to move my shipping stuff to Sunday. So hopefully that's going to be a little bit better. And that'll fix everybody up, and it's one of those things. It happens, and we got to do what we got to do. I was hoping for some red deer ice cream. Oh my God, I'll have to do some importing. And oh boy, oh boy. Dr. Fox live stream to the post office. No, not permitted to be in post office. With the because these are actually in private buildings. They have like a post office inside the drugstore kind of thing, and they don't want you filming. And I know it's one of those things. Mark Bass, $100 Canadian is about 78. 98 US dollars, yeah, something like that. Or if you're in Canada, it's $100. I know it is. Okay, so all good. Did I not take my break? I was gonna take a break. I just can't remember if I took a darn break or not. But I should. I took a break because I had to get that other phone call here. So, meanwhile, they have everyone on cam. Yep. Yeah, they do. Actually, Miss Lobo Bob, that's exactly what it is. Is you can film for security. You cannot record audio anywhere. That is illegal here. So if somebody is recording your voice, You can sue them and whatever. Yeah, I don't want to go to jail. I don't want any problems. You can film anybody outside in the public. Nobody can say boo. But it is what it is. Tim Buckingham, old timers, sending Dr. Fox. What? Old time? I'm not sure. Not following you there, Tim. Old timers sending Dr. Fox. Not sure. Okay, Canadians are so nice. Yeah, eh? We're nice, eh? Siggy, you're a good guy too. I noticed, I do actually have to say that the Icelandic people, when I was there, everyone treated you with respect and dignity, and so I can actually say that about the Icelandic people as well. I did not find anyone there that was of any kind of a jerk or anything like that. I only actually had one jerk guy there. That was some guy from Poland, and he was drunk. So as far as all the Icelandic people, I have nothing bad to say about any one of them. And coming from a Canadian, that counts double. Oh, right on, eh? Doc, how are you? Feeling better? Coco, I still have my sinuses are still flowing, if you know what I'm saying, and I do have to do my thing with that, but I'm taking medications for it to try to knock it down. Today was not so bad of a day. It was certainly a lot better than yesterday and the day before, so it is pretty good. Seeing I can have ice cream, a order of French fries would be awesome. Well, I don't know about French fries. Like any nation, we have our mean and nasty examples of humanity. We do. Everybody does, though. Like, if you want to look at it in the sense of, you have a basket of apples, there's always going to be some apples that have bruises and some apples that actually have a worm in them. And that's something that's unfortunate, but, it is the way it is. Yeah, Polish men work hard and drink harder. Yeah. I'm not trying to stereotype Polish guys. I know a lot of really good Polish people, and they're wonderful people. So no stereotyping here from me, just so you understand that. I've been to work with everyone who one of those mean and nasties. Yeah, we see them all over the place. It is what it is. Can you show the big explosion earlier today? Actually, I'm not sure if I can go back that far. Let me see if they showed some of those sonic booms. I'm not sure what time it was at. If somebody actually knew how many hours ago it was, it would be interesting to see if I can get that on there. But this was earlier today, obviously. And you see some of those chunks of lava coming down. This might have been just before it. I don't know. But we see some very, very way earlier. Okay, it was earlier than this. Yeah, 2200, or yeah, that doesn't help me out. Mark Bass, on the this particular stream, if was it like we had some really bad weather earlier, and I'm just wondering if it was somewhere in here. That looked a little too sedate, and I think that actually froze up there. Yeah. One of the things I did notice, oh yeah, here you see some of these massive plumes coming out. This is where, yeah, some of it happened earlier, and you see that stuff in the foreground, and this is where some of them did blow. No time strat. Yeah, unfortunately they don't have a clock on here, but this was pretty interesting when I was watching this, and I do remember the camera was really jerky when I kind of went back over it, and I thought, okay, is it me doing that or is something else happening? There you go. Some of those big bangs are pretty nasty. And again, if you look in the foreground here, you see all those things that are hitting, right? And that's pretty nasty stuff coming out of there. Yeah, some of those sonic booms were pretty nasty. Unfortunately, I didn't see the ones on here very well, but in that other video that I watched that you guys mentioned, I did see that, and yeah, there is pyroclastic material dumping down there, and yeah, I guess this is where they zoomed in. I haven't had much time to look at any of this, so I would have loved to have seen exactly what was going on, but unfortunately, you know, when you have to work for a living, it is what it is. Rocks the size of cars being flung out, yes. And you know, when you're looking at those things dropping, and you can see them there, you know, like, wow, those are huge chunks of lava. I wouldn't even call it tephra anymore. Tephra would be small chunks. Look at these chunks coming out of there. Those are literally the size of cars and stuff. They're trying to zoom in on this stuff again. Let's see. Is the white smoke indicating what steam being created? Yeah, that would typically show some steam, but there's also other materials in there, because that is not necessarily all white. Kind of looks grayish as well, but we could have some groundwater or some water in there somewhere. Not snout bopping this volcano. No, Piggy, you don't want to get too close to it. Good evening, Kananaskis country. Welcome. Let's see, who else popped in? Storm Chaser. What? Dog log. I want, oh no, don't get me hungry. Seawater interacting with magma. That is possible that we have seawater in there, or that it may have found something that is allowing that water in, and you know, some kind of a crack, and allowing it to get into the pipe. And of course it gets superheated, and that may be the cause of some of these sonic booms that we hear, you know, when it's shooting out. But I really don't know. Anything is possible. Yeah, this is a scary volcano. Absolutely, it is. You know, and you look at some of the boulders landing just around in the forefront here. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be anywhere near that. You know, that you see some of those things hit, and literally they're the size of cars. So pretty frightening. Chicky Gomberg, how's the Northern Lights, Chicky? Anyway, John Picton also in the house. Nancy Buchanan. Are you on call this coming week? Yes, as of tonight, I am on call. And the phone that rang was for tomorrow's calls. But they gave some of them away to the Calgary guys, so I get 2 calls that I would have had to do on Sunday. I'm going to do tomorrow, and hopefully that'll be the extent of what I get. So hopefully nothing major comes up. Anyway, pretty awesome stuff, guys. And I'm wondering if they actually show some of the other... let's see if we go up a little bit further. I know they had more of the big material shooting out of it. I think what I'll do is I'll leave it here for right now. And actually, we can go back to this. Hang on, I want to see how far back that is. 9 hours, 25 minutes back. I'm going to leave it on live, just so we can see what's happening live. I am going to go take a break, and then we will go back and re-explore this. Keep up with the great work. Thanks, Dennis. Appreciate that. Dr. Fox, have to sleep. Say good night. Good night, everyone. Truth, have a good one, and sleep well, my friend. And all the best to you. Just minutes before. Daniel V says just minutes before that. Is that when the sonic booms were? We'll take a look. So if it was 7:24, so okay, we'll take a look. Signy, okay, explosion link at 0.25. The whole mountain and the back starts to steam. Okay, we'll have a look. I'm gonna go take that break though right now, guys. So I'm gonna leave you with the Lavally view, and I will be back in about 5 minutes. Don't go away. If you haven't hit that like button yet, please do consider hitting the like button if you're laveling this stream. And oh, too much Lavally fun. Oh, there we go. And please, if you haven't subscribed yet, consider hitting that subscribe button, because of course that we always come up with all kinds of different times as of late as to when we're streaming. And today we did start a half an hour early, and I don't know if we're going to go half an hour late or not, but you know, since we got a little bit of action, we might continue for another hour here. So anyway, guys, girls, don't you guys go away. I will be back. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and this time don't be throwing lava back and forth again. I seen that, you guys. I'll be back. Okay, guys and girls, I got the microphone back on. We came in nice and easy, didn't want to scare anyone. And yes, it is a lava family. A lot of wonderful people here in the stream. And thank you to each and every one of you for being here. Because like I say before, it wouldn't be a stream without you. And each and every one of you, wonderful, great people, and love having everyone in here. And it kind of throws me back to, when I first started doing the volcano streaming using, of course, the Icelandic one. And, my expectations were maybe between 30 and 50 people in the stream. And boy, have I got it wrong, eh? Big time. Our maximum number was well over 1,000. So we do have a whole bunch of people that really, really do like this kind of thing. And it is awesome to be able to see and witness what's going on in the world. And Mother Nature certainly doesn't hold back. It is really, really cool. Paul Zilla in the house. Welcome, Paul, as well as Flo Smith. I'm not doing too bad. Still got quite a bit of the snufflies, but I'm still doing okay. It's because you're good, Dr. Fox, is what Piggy says. Piggy, you might be right. I'm kidding. Actually, I think one of the things that I try to do is I try to be as straightforward as possible. I know sometimes I do get myself confused a little bit as to how some of the events are playing out and how things are happening. But to present the information at a reasonable level that everybody can understand is sometimes difficult. One of our biggest things in the world, of course, is communication, and that is always something that we have to look at, right? I was just looking at APF Deluxe just said hit that like button, guys and girls. APF Deluxe, we appreciate that. And thank you for doing that. But what happens is every time somebody does that and says, please hit that like button, that creates, it gets held up in the stream or in the chat. And then we as moderators or owners have to end up acknowledging it. And it kind of distracts a little bit. So I know you mean well with it and do appreciate it. So if you just give it a thumb by itself, that works as good, rather than putting anything else beside it. Yeah, and I know you don't necessarily know that if you're not doing the streaming, right? So, like I say, with our group in here, we are a wonderful family of lava lovers. And whoever wants to join in, hey, the door's open. I don't have it set to subscribers only, so anyone can come in. You can lurk or do whatever you like to do in that sense. And we do keep it clean, though. That's the only thing that I really, really ask for, is that when you're in here, that we keep the profanity to an absolute zero. Because we do have children watching this, and it is actually a family rated show, so that's where we want to keep it, and it is pretty good. DJ was in an ambulance about 3 a.m. linked to various machines, not being a bad since last year. Oh, not being that bad since last year. Oh dear. DJ, I hope you're okay. Does the lava stream from the side vent flow to a different area, which has not been affected yet. This is a faster Pahoehoe flow, and that's actually a good question, Solar Wizzo. And I myself do not know, because I have not seen any aerial shots. This happened earlier, like just today, so for us to find that out probably will take till tomorrow before we see some evidence of where it's actually flowing, unless somebody puts up a video tonight. Maybe our good guy there that what's his name, the bear guy, hopefully he, from his vantage point up on the hill there, he may be able to kind of show us. And to me it kind of looks like this flow might be to the north of where the original flow was, so that could be that as well. Yona is also here. Welcome. Dr. Fox, is the center through the main volcano filling in? I don't know. Okay, let me get this on the screen here. So we have this flow going here, and I don't know if that is a separate flow, but if you look, you can see the other side, and this is the outflow here. It's somewhere going that direction. So it's really hard to see what's going on there right now, and that's kind of where the outflow point is from the main cone. And then of course our secondary output is this guy here, and you can still see that little guy that was beside him. You can barely see him, but he's still pushing a little tiny bit of lava out there in comparison to the other ones. That tiny little bit of lava may still be a cubic meter per per minute kind of thing. Who knows? Without being closer up and measuring, it's pretty darn hard. Let's see. What else we got? Jed, only known of 2 URLs, Livestream Tube and Bushcraft Bear. Can we get AP links with if we can find. My problem, Jed, is I do not speak Spanish, so majority of what I see here is hard. When I click on the English portions on some of these sites, they got some pieces in English, but the rest is still in Spanish. So I'm going to be working on trying to hunt some of those down. But if you guys, because you have a lot more time available than I do, since I do work for a living, I know some of you obviously work as well, but for those who don't, if you can see if you can find some links somewhere that has the some kind of a tremor chart, that would really be awesome. They may be slightly different than what we see from the Icelandic shots, but it could be. Jane, how come you keep retracting your message? I've been trying to read it, what you're saying, but I don't see what's going on. I find it cold at 19C. Piggy, 19C is not that warm, no. I prefer 20, 24, 25 to about 29. That would be nice. APF Deluxe, okay, cat. Well, I'm just trying to read through here. Barbarian, work? What's work? Yeah, Barbarian. I know. Anybody knows. If the church in the village of, we don't know, Solar Wizzo. Last I heard, it was still there in Todaki. That church was still standing. It wasn't touched, but I don't know what happened today, so I have no idea. So it would be kind of interesting to see some aerial shots, and I'm sure by tomorrow things will have changed a whole bunch because of the amount of lava that is flowing out of there right now. Surely has to be going somewhere. Okay, Solar Wizzo, Bushcraft Bears said it's still there today. Okay, Sandra Rockland, thank you. And this guy's pretty good. Streams some English and a lot. Okay, a lot of Talks crew in there. Okay, cool. Yeah, we don't mind them coming here too. Everybody's happy. It's what? Cherry lost a little bit more out there. A lot scare info that is pretty far out of reality. Yeah, you know, there are like we talked about before. You know, this thing about them saying, oh, you know, the half the island's going to break off and it's going to create a huge tsunami, and you know, the eastern coastline of North America and the Caribbean is going to get washed away and all kinds of things. And Bearcraft not posting till Saturday unless an emergency or major changes happen, he said in an earlier stream. Thanks, Jane. Appreciate that. S. Savage, 2 days ago, I saw a report of La Palma Island was starting to split and crack further south of the volcano and down the island. I haven't seen any more reports. And you know, I haven't seen any either. So again, it's one of those things. You know, let's not push the fear mongering, and in a lot of cases, that's what a lot of this is. I'm still amazed how science and technology allow us to appreciate and learn from live streaming events like this. And Doc makes it so much more enjoyable. I'm glad you're enjoying it, all of you, not just Thendis, but I really do appreciate each and every one of you being here, and it is awesome. Yeah, Solar Wizzo, exactly. Too many doomsdayers around, and you know, we want to keep things within reason. And you know, like, I mean, I could say, hey, you're gonna have a 747 crash in your house tomorrow. Don't go there anymore. You know, but is that really gonna happen? We don't think so, right? You know, it's just one of those things. There are possibilities, and I'm not counting anything out. There are possibilities. You know, the old probability is there. There's always a slim chance of something happening. So, T Savage, no, we haven't heard anything more about it. There was some reports of holes opening up on the eastern side of the island, and people having to have caution. I don't know how big of holes or what kind of holes, if they are sinkholes or cracks or what. It's over on the Santa Cruz side, or San Cruz. I'm not sure how they pronounce it. I think it's Santa Cruz. Over on the eastern side of the island, it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the future here. Hopefully by tomorrow we'll get a little bit more info. And right now, like I say, I was working all day, so I don't know what the scoop is yet. And still working on trying to find out some of the things. And of course, I can't do it while I'm doing the streaming. So, Dennis, okay, found this on the internet. According to experts, there are about 17 to 20 million cubic meters of lava. Okay, in this, so that's a lot of lava for this. 17 to 20 million cubic meters, and sitting there already. And just to kind of put it into perspective, for those who watched the Icelandic one, I think we were about 140 million cubic meters. So that would make sense as far as the numbers. But who knows how much more is going to come out, and if it keeps going. One of the things that we did notice, or average volcano eruption period on the island of La Palma is 57 days. And that's calculated since they've had volcanoes there that people have timed. So, 150 million cubic meters in Iceland. Yeah, that's about right. 140, 150 would be very, very close. I do agree with that, Daniel. So no problem. But yeah, if we get more of this lava, it's going to be interesting to see when this starts hitting the ocean. And I know in some of the, if you watched those animations that they had, those were pretty cool to kind of see. So if it happens to go around, there's, let's see if I have that on the maps here. No, hang on. Let me get a picture turned on. No, that was yesterday's. This one here. Okay, that was the flow as of yesterday. So what we're seeing, whoa, hang on. Why is my crayons not working on here? Somebody been messing with my crayons all day. Let's see, was that, no, still, I gotta get new ones. I gotta get new crayons. Remove, get new ones. Whiteboard, there we go. I wonder what the heck is going on. Why do I have to reset my crayons? Okay, anyway, so that flow is coming off the side here somewhere. So I'm wondering if some of this area here is now getting flooded out with the lava. We know that main flow is still probably pushing, and I'm sure it's going to push beyond where it was. So this will help propel it. Piggy, were you eating my crayons again? Anyway, if it pushes beyond that, it's going to be kind of a interesting adventure there. Let's see, did that? Okay, yeah, that was the older map, and I do believe this here was my Google, and I'm going to take a look and see if I can zoom in on that real quick. Google, whoop, click, there we go. So we know that the lava right here, if we go zoom in, and you'll see where that, hang on, I gotta find myself here real quick. Right here. Okay, so yeah, this was the that restaurant right there. And this is where they had those barricades across the road, and this is where the lava had stopped. Okay, and the church is across here. And this was the higher ridge on the side. So the lava flow was heading this way. So I am sure that that is going to go down here if it now has material pushing it. And if we back out a little bit, that will probably end up going around on this side, especially with that new material that's flowing out. If that rejoins the main flow, right? So that stuff coming on the outside, because I don't think it will get over that ridge. It's going to, we have a pretty good ridge in here and a low spot where it's flowing. So if it continues to do that, it's going to go around the north side, but this is also fairly low land on this side, and a little bit smoother in that sense, and it could go down there as well. So it is going to be guesswork to see what happens, and it's like wait and see, but it's going to hit the ocean. And now that we see this extra lava material being pushed out, so it's just a matter of time. Is the fresh lava flowing in the general path of the old? Yeah, as far as we can tell, Grandma B, that is what's kind of going on. T Savage, I see what is happening in California with the Japanese earthquake and tsunamis and La Palma. The magnitude similar or smaller than a 9+ earthquake. California barely had any noticeable waves. Interesting. Jules, what exactly? Okay, oh, I don't know what that's about. Okay, are those two big hills hills or holes? They are hills. They are Sandra Rockland. They are volcanic mounds. And if we go back to that real quick, if I can find where I had it. Let's see, somewhere. No, not there. Oh my God, where did I stick that? I know I had it somewhere here. Oh boy, oh boy. We'll keep looking. I'll find it. Oh no, I found it. Oh, this is another version of it. Okay, yeah, so these two here, those are old volcanoes, and you can see where the lava exited was in those spots, and I can probably get rid. Oh, that's not the one I want to get rid of. I want to get rid of that one, and out here. So actually, if you look a little closer, yeah, there's the name of it, and that is Montana di Todoke, and temporarily closed. And it is a tourist attraction, and the lava flow used to come out that side as well as here. If you back out a little bit, you see these other ones. All of these are little volcanoes that had erupted at one point in time or other. And same with this one here, Montana Laguna, and even further over. Everything over here was a volcano at one point in time, and of course this big guy here, okay, and that's the outflow path that it created, and of course you see the physical size of it, and that is just massive. So I don't think we're going to see that big of a volcano develop out of this, especially if the period of time is only about 57 days or something. TV La Palma is slightly different vantage point of the current eruption and a bit clearer. Sandy Bird, I will see what we can find. I don't have that link handy. Can you email me the link for that one? And I am going to go back to here. For now, although this is actually pretty clear right now considering it's nighttime, but I do know that I think they are only transmitting in 720, and that's the maximum we've got out of them. So yeah, if you can shoot me that in an email, that would probably be pretty cool. And I'm looking at the time though, and I am going to take another break, so please stick around. We're going to do another half hour, guys, and at 7 o'clock I will shut it down. Dr. Fox, not going on the drone over this volcano. Okay, Piggy, I will not force you to go up there. Snout Bop was ready. Oh, yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Okay. Loot Mule throws in $100 super chat. Loot Mule, awesome, thank you. I just won on pull tabs and decided this would be the best thing to do with some of it. Thanks, Dr. Fox, for all you do for us. Loot Mule, first off, congratulations on being lucky, and thank you very much for that awesome $100 super chat. That is incredible. Wow. It is really, really nice, you guys. Thank you for the support. I do appreciate it. And just, you know, just to mention, I do not have monetization on these streams. And it does definitely help out with paying the bills and things. All awesome. Really, really awesome. So I do want to take that break, though. I'm going to sneak away. Link has been emailed. Sandy Bird. Okay, thank you. And we'll have a peek at that and see if we can maybe swap over or something. And if you do see something change, don't panic. It's just me doing it. I will be back in a few minutes. So if you haven't hit that like button yet, please consider doing that. Also, if you have not subscribed yet, please bop that fox on the nose. If you got a regular computer, that is, use your mouse. Don't hit it with your fist or anything. But you know, you can click on it, and that'll open the subscribe button, and you can just click on that, and you don't even have to leave the page, and it'll do it automatically, and it's all good. So don't go away, guys. And is eating steak too more? Oh no, I'm not gonna eat steak tonight. My teeth aren't good enough. I like steak, though. I'm probably gonna have what some of my German stuff I have in the fridge. I gotta eat that first. Okay, guys, don't go away. I will be back in about 5 minutes. Thank you. Okay, guys and girls, I got the microphone back on, and we do have the other view in here. So, as far as clarity, yes, it does look a little more clear. Still only in 720p. Unfortunately, that's what they're sending. So, not much we can do about that, but at least this one is over a little bit more, so we're not seeing quite as much of the smoke hitting or not looking through as much of the smoke in this particular case. And thank you. Oh, Piggy, did I scare you? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Thank you, Just the Volume Doc. Thanks. Okay, Dr. Fox, that you adjusted the volume. Yeah, I actually put the I had both streams on there, so I adjusted it for this particular view here. So the other view is it's a little bit more rumbly, so I just put it on this one. I hope this is all right. Trying to sleep with what? Imagine trying to, yeah, you know, that was one of the things, especially when you had all those sonic booms happening. Yeah, it's a better view. I'm glad we've got both though. APF Deluxe, it really is. So, but yeah, trying to sleep with a sonic boom every 20 minutes or half an hour or something like that can be a little annoying, I think, and not very restful. So it's pretty neat to kind of watch this stuff. So let's see what else. I'm just trying to figure out what that black smoker is just right at the front of that top cone. You know, we've got black smoke coming out one way, and then we've got streaming lava that's under real heavy duty fire pressure going out the other way. That's awesome to see that. So not sure what's going on up there with the plumbing, but wow. It's pretty quiet on the other side of the island. Yeah, that's what they were saying, that even on the northern side, right at the seashore and stuff, they're not hearing it at all. Is what some of the reports were. I think this cam is placed in Tazacorte. Okay, I'm not sure where that actually is, but it's not a bad shot, and we can definitely see what's going on. So pretty cool. Maui Me in the house. Let's see, who else is here? Did some other people? I see Don Arnold is here. I didn't say hi to you. Also Rusty Bolts is here. Might be a different vent with some darkish ash plumes. Yes, it could be. Could be part of the whole. Wow, the whole system here is pretty unique. You know, we know that it was multiple vents when it first opened up, and really weird looking. You know, like there was what I think 8 vents in total that people were talking about. Taras Knapp, welcome, and guten Morgen from Berlin. Glad to have you on board. Let's see, Catherine Fall also here saying good morning, and good morning to you, Catherine. And of course, it is evening here where I am. In Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and about 7,000 kilometers away from that on the screen. So this, of course, is happening in, well, first off, the volcano is La Cumbre Vieja, and it is in La Palma, in the Canary Islands, and it is an awesome sight. And this is actually day 6 going on day 7, and we are watching intently. It is pretty cool to see. Really do enjoy this. Right, 3:40, 48 sleep time for Piggy. Good night, Piggy. You get some rest, okay? And I'm looking at the clock myself here, and we've got about 10 minutes left in the stream anyway, and then I will be shutting down for tonight. And tomorrow will be a later stream, probably starting around 4:35 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. So around, what is it, I guess 6:30, 7 o'clock, no, hang on, if I start at 4, that's 6, so 4:30 is 6:30, 7 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time, or in UTC, that would be about 6 hours difference from mine, so 4:30 would make it, or that'd be, trying to think, do the math, 10:30, that'd be 22:30, roughly, UTC, 22:30 or 2300, of course, UTC or Icelandic time if you want, and that's kind of what the plan is. We'll see how that goes. I might start earlier depending on how my day goes. But anyway, Piggy, you have yourself a wonderful night. EPF says it is 2:50 in Germany. It's 2:50. Sehr gut. And not a bad thing to be looking at. One of the things in this particular view that you can see a lot of is the tephra, the material dropping down, and there are still some very large chunks of lava being ejected, and it makes for a great show, of course, but it really builds up the cone very quickly, and that is something that is just awesome to see. Okay, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name. JAEUFM. Wow, lava plumes are fascinating to see at night. Absolutely, they are very beautiful, but also very destructive. Over 450 homes have already been destroyed on La Palma, and it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. There's nothing we can do to change that, unfortunately. So if you do have an inclination to want to help, you can always donate to the Red Cross, and I will see if I can get that link up there for you guys into the stream as soon as I can find it. And there's the link, so I will run that link. Donate, yeah, this is the okay, the actual donation page. So if you guys did want to help out those people that are there, Red Cross passes along a lot of that money very quickly, and they know how to do it. And there's the link that I just put in there, and that is for the Red Cross, and I'll drop that link in again just so you guys have it. And it is, you know, if you guys can help out, that would be super cool. They do good work for everyone, so it's all good. Anyway, getting back to this wonderful volcano, it is literally a fire fountain. And we hear more of those pressure eruptions. That is actually something that I find very, very cool. Those are weird black smoke plumes spiraling up. Yes, kind of strange looking, but it's happening. And I don't know what is actually going on there, whether we got a separate little vent on the side there that's trying to compete with the big stuff. Not sure. Pretty cool though. Ellis Wright says DrFox2000. Okay, Solar Wizzo, Dr. Fox, have you booked a ticket to the Canary Islands yet? No, I have not. My traveling plans for a while are going to be at home, just for a little while. Got to rebuild those funds first. Iceland was expensive, and it is pretty cool. Yeah. Let's see. 6 kilometer tall ash plume sounds right. Yeah, they did show quite a bit of that. The grass is burning. Yeah. There's no more grass up there, CJ. That is all lava. That's lava tephra that's been deposited. There is no more grass burning, and it's all buried. Stay caution. Okay. Yep. Travel plans, road trip. Yeah, we'll have to do road trips. Those are pretty safe, and they can be fun. And I still have a couple of road trips in mind, but I got to do a couple other things with what I want to do here as well. I'm working on some other thing with the road trips, because I want to get higher quality out of the streaming, but I don't want to endanger myself. But I did find out that when you get StreamYard, if you actually pay for the higher end of StreamYard, although it is a monthly subscription to pay for, and that really drives me nuts. I'd rather buy the software and not worry about that, but apparently StreamYard does provide some service, and they do allow 1080p on the streaming, whereas just on the regular phone through YouTube, you can only do 720p, right? So I need that higher quality, and I got to figure out how to get it even higher than that. Although I do understand that the data rate, of course, goes sky high, and you kind of have to watch what you're doing. Speaking of data rates, I had to yell at my phone company again today. They still didn't correct things properly, but they fixed it up now. But what a hassle with the data usage over in Iceland. It's I guess they don't have many people going over there, and they had no idea. Yes, Duchess, I know you use StreamYard, and but you're not paying for the high-end version of it, so that allows you to stream rather than just being 720p. The high end is 1080p, so it's the same as what I'm using here, the 1080p coming from my XSplit, because I got the full-blown license for it. You paid for all of it, then that way you get what you get, right? Then you can do a lot more, and actually this one will actually do 4K, but the bandwidth is it gobbles a lot of bandwidth when you're running 4K. So Lucas Anderson, no inglés. Por favor, Google Translate. Okay, use Google, and would be good if you can. And welcome. Yeah, the stream is about to end though too, and it is that 7 o'clock mark. And as I mentioned here, I like Fortnite. Okay. Anyway, yes, please hit that like button. And that would be really, really awesome, you guys. And I would really appreciate that. But I am going to shut it down because I do have other duties that I must contend with, like my bunny duty, etc. So all good from all of you. Thank you very much for being in the stream tonight. I'm glad that we were able to show this on both channels. I wanted you to look at this lava river coming down here though, so that is pretty cool, and I needed to share that real quick with you. Yeah, that's an awesome river of lava, okay? And so as we head out for the night, yeah, you guys can have a close-up look at that, and they're doing their thing. So danke für die große okay, APF Deluxe, you're welcome, and thank you for being here. So on that friendly note, guys, I'm going to say have a good night, everyone, and thank you for watching, and please stay calm, stay cool, stay collected, and of course my favorite saying, please tell your loved ones you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Good night, everyone, and have a very, very nice evening. Buenas noches, gute Nacht, bonsoir, and